Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Let's start programming. Okay. So in this video, we will discuss very important thing, which is very important also. Which is very important for interview perspective. That means from this program, you will get questions in your interview. So that's why it's very important. Let's understand these few programs and I'm sure you will enjoy this program because it's like a tongue twister, but it will not twist your tongue, it will twist your mind. Let's start. So we are going to discuss use copy module. We need to use we have two types of copy, like shallow copy and deep copy. But if we don't use both of them, then we can use assigning operator, and by using assigning operator we can create a clone, or you can say copy. So let's start. I'm going to uncomment this. Now you can check here. I'm going to ask user to give an input, and this input will be by default of type string because input is an inbuilt function of Python. So it will give us the value in the form of a string. Now, because we want a number, so I'm going to typecast, and that's why I have used here int function to typecast my value, and now it will give us the value which is of type integer, and it will get stored in the variable x. What in the next line? In the next line, that means in the line number 4, I have using the assignment operator to assign the value of x in the variable y. And what is the benefit, or what we will get after doing this? Let's check. Here I have written the original value of x and y, and along with values, I am also getting the addresses. So let's check first. What is the addresses? Okay. So I'm entering a number like 9, and you can check here the original value of x and y both are same, and the addresses are also same. Values are same, it can be understandable, but how the addresses? So you need to understand how the addresses are same. Suppose you have taken a box, and in that box you have stored the value 9, and you have given the name of that box as x. Now the box is same, but you are giving another name like y to the same box. That's why the addresses are same. Also the value will be same. But if it will be of if it were if it would be a string, then the addresses will be different. Why? Because we know that string are immutable, so you cannot store. Or oh, okay, wait, I need to do something. Wait, actually I explained something else. Okay. So what was I saying first? So it is, suppose it is a box and you first gave the name as x, and now you're giving the name y. That means you are referring the same box two times, firstly with x and next with y. So you can check here the addresses are exactly same, there is no difference in their addresses. So what will happen when we bring a new value to the variable x? Will it reflect to the y variable or not? So we will check it. Or you can check here, I have written something like using assignment operator, both x and y point to the same address. Now suppose I have given the value 205 of the variable x. So let's check what will happen. Now again I'm going to check the addresses. Let me comment this, otherwise you will get confused. Now let me enter. Okay, so again asking me the number because I didn't use the comment. Sorry. So now I have commented. Let's run again. I need to write here that I am going to store x in the y equal to x. Now let's run. You can check here, still the addresses are same, and it is referring the same value. That means, oh wait, I didn't wanted to show this. Actually, I have already used a sign operator, so I would like to do this. Okay, let me put okay. Name error, x is not defined. Why x is not defined? I have put a value here 205. Okay, now it will work. Actually, I have didn't uncomment this line number 3. That's why I get error. Now let me print again. It's asking me the number. So suppose I have given 89, and you can check here. First, the value was 89. So y equals to 89. You can check here y equals to 89 because I have put the value of x in the variable y. So that's why it's giving me 89. But after that, I have changed the value. That means I have put some another value instead of the original value. Then the change is only reflected to the x, but not to the y. Also, the addresses are different. We can check here. The addresses are also different because the value are different. That's why the addresses are different. So this is using assignment operator. That means we are using assignment operator. But what about when we use the module copy? So let's check this all about copy. That means assignment operator. Now I'm going to check the shallow copy. So we will use the module copy, or module that name is copy, and this comes up with the Python, and we will use the module to copy any reference. Let's start. So this is my original dictionary. That means this is my reference name original of type dictionary, and in this dictionary I have given 3 keys. First key is name, and the value is to see. Second key is subjects, and the value is in the form of list, and the third key is score, and the value is in the form of itself dictionary, or dictionary itself. Now we will create a duplicate using the copy module, and the syntax of shallow copy is in this is so we will use the copy.copy to get the shallow copy. If we want to use, or if we want to get deep copy, then we will use copy.deep copy. But here we are using copy.copy to get shallow copy. So using this function or method or module, we will get the shallow copy. So first check the addresses of both the original and duplicate dictionaries. Let me uncomment this line. Okay, now let's run the program, and you can check here the addresses are different. But when we are using assigning operator, we get the same address, or we got the same address. But here, when we are using shallow copy, that means copy module, we are getting different addresses for the outer resource. This original dictionary is my outer resource, and these are my inner resources. So here duplicate is also my outer resource, and the keys present in that duplicate dictionary are my inner resources. So when we will use shallow copy, that means copy.copy, we will get different addresses for the original and duplicate references. Okay, we have checked the outer resources, that means the addresses of outer resources. Let's check the addresses of inner resources. That means here I am going to check the address of key name present in the dictionary original. So let me uncomment. Let me uncomment together. It will be easier to understand. So here I am going to check the address of the key present in the original dictionary, and also the key name present in the duplicate dictionary. And in line number 15, I am going to check the address of subjects key present in the original dictionary as well as subject key present in the duplicate key. Let's check. Okay, I'm going to. Okay, let's run together. Now we can check here. Firstly, the addresses are different. Wait, actually I didn't give here double quotes, so let me do this. Now I have created this. That means inverted comma will be here. And now let's again print. Okay, so now we are getting different addresses. That means first, when we are doing that, I mean when we are going to print the addresses of original and duplicate, we are getting this address which is different, or you can say that address of original as well as duplicate are unique. And now the address of inner resources, that means name and subject, you can check here, they are same. Also you can check here, they are same. That means the inner resource of original dictionary, which is name, has the same address to the inner resource key name of the duplicate dictionary. Also, the subject, which is the inner resource or which is the key of the original dictionary, and the subject present in the duplicate dictionary have the same address. That means the outer resources have different addresses, but the inner resources have the same addresses. Now let me clean this using CLS. Okay. So we have checked that the outer resources have the different addresses and the inner resources have the same addresses. Now let's check what if I bring some change in the inner resources. That means I'm going to change the value of the key name, and also I will change the value present in the dual index of the key subjects. First of all, I would like to say that Tulsi, that means the value of the key name, is of type string. That's why this is immutable. But what about the objects present in the subjects key? So this is of type list. So let's check what will happen. You can say that this is all these things, that Python, HTML, SQL are string. But let's check what will happen. So I'm going to wait. Okay, so I'm going to change the name, sorry, the value of the key name and the value present at the dual index of subjects. So let me first uncomment these lines, and now I'm going to print. So we can check here the change has already, we can see the change that when I'm going to I bring the change in the inner resources, we got the changes in the final dictionary. So name is Anaya, subject JavaScript, HTML, SQL, and the scores are the same. And name Tulsi Kumari. Actually, we can check here that the change is restricted only in the original dictionary. We cannot see the change in the duplicate dictionary. That means it will not reflect if we do make any changes in our original dictionary, then it will not reflect to the duplicate dictionary. So that's why we can check here. I have changed the name of the original dictionary, but we are getting the same name as previously. So this is my Tulsi, and but the subjects got changed. Sorry, subjects get changed. Why? Because this is a list and list is immutable. Sorry, mutable. So that's why it's get changed. But Tulsi is immutable because it is a string, so it didn't change. Now let's check the addresses. That means I'm going to again check the address of the changed, I mean updated original dictionary, and the address of the duplicate dictionary after updating. So let's do this. Okay, so we can check here the addresses are different now. Why? Because we have already seen that the key value, which is name, has not changed or has not reflected for the duplicate. That's why the addresses are different. But when we were working at starting, we saw that the addresses of inner resources are same. But now because I have bring a change in my original dictionary, in the key name, I am not getting the same address for these two. Now let's go to check the addresses of subject at zero index, that means for Python. So let's do it. Okay, we can check the addresses are same. Why? Because when we are working on the subjects value, which is a list, So it can change, and we have already checked here that it reflects to both the original as well as duplicate dictionary. That's why the addresses are same. What about the wait address of the scores? Let's check. I'm going to print here. First copy these two lines. Now make some changes here. Instead of subjects, I have to write scores. Scores. And now I can't write here. I have to give the key, which is Python. So let's check the key value by using the key. What we will get here, I'm going to check the address of scores, but not directly scores. I'm going to check the address of Python, which is a key of the dictionary scores, and scores is the key of the dictionary original. So let's do. Okay. So we can check here the address of the key Python for the dictionary scores is same. And why it is same? We have already known, we have already discussed that the inner resources have the same address, but the outer resources have different addresses. So this is all about the shallow copy. So what we have learned in this shallow copy, that whatever reference we will create, maybe it is list, dictionary, a tuple, set, the outer resource will have unique address, but the inner resources have same address until we not bring any change. If we bring any change, if it is of type string, it will not reflect to the duplicate, or if it is of type list or dictionary, it will get reflect to the duplicate also. So this is all about shallow copy. Let's move to the deep copy. So here I have taken a list. This is my original, this is my reference called original of type list, and this list contains at 0th index 52, and at 1 index we have another list, and within this list we have two indices 0 and 1, and again at the second index we have again a list, and this list have 0 and 1 index. So I'm going to copy this. I will use deep copy. So let's start using the copy.deep copy function. I will create a copy of the original and will get stored in the name deep. So you can say another name of copy, clone. We can use clone also. So why am I going to cloning the original list? So let's check the address of the first original list and deep list. So, so let's check the addresses. Now I'm going to print. Let's check the address, and now we are going to print. We can check that both the addresses are different. So we get the different addresses. You can check here, both the addresses are different. This is expected. Now we will check the inner resources. This was for outer resource. Now we will check the inner resource, and let's check what is the change. Okay, so we have already seen the outer resource have different addresses, and also here we can check the inner resource has the same address like shallow copy. That means like shallow copy, also the outer resource have different addresses, that means unique address, but the inner resource has the same address. I mean the inner resources has the same addresses, like we can check here, both the addresses are same for original as well as deep. Now I'm going to check the address of this zeroth index. That means this is my first index and this is my zeroth index. So let's check. Okay, so again we are getting the same address for the two inner resources. They have already same address. Now what if I bring any change to the deep copy? Will it reflect to the original copy or not? So let's check. Comment these lines. So if I bring a change in the deep copy, I'm going to change the value present at first index at zeroth index. That means this is my zeroth index of the first index of the original list. So I'm going to change the value 87 to 100. And now we'll check will it reflect to original or not. So let's print. Okay. So as we have made change in the deep copy, so it is not going to reflect to the original value, to the original list. So now I'm going to print the address after updating the value at first index, at zeroth index of the first index of the original list. So I'm going to check the both addresses for original as well as for deep. Now we can check here the addresses are different because I bring change to the deep copy at zeroth index of the first index of the original, of the deep copy. That's why, and this change is not reflected. If not, this change not reflected to the original list. That's why the addresses are different. So what we have learned in shallow copy, the outer resources has different, that means has unique addresses, but the inner resources have the same address until we not make any changes. But for the deep copy, the outer resources has unique addresses as well as the inner resources have also the unique resources. The unique addresses. The outer resource has unique address. Also, the inner resource has unique address for both original and deep. And if we bring any change to the deep copy or to the original copy, it will not reflect to the other. This is about copy. I hope it is clear. So please keep practice this. It is very important. And thank you very much. We will meet again with a new video. Stay happy and healthy. Bye-bye.